Hello, my name is Sean Salai. I'm a special contributor at America Media, the National Jesuit Review, and I'm an author with our Sunday Visitor of two books, What Would Pope Francis Do? Bringing the Good News to People in Need, and All the Pope's Saints, the Jesuits who formed Pope Francis. But today I'm very pleased to be reviewing this book, What Pope Francis Really Said, Words of Comfort and Challenge by Tom Hoops. Tom is a former editor of the National Catholic Register. He's also a writer-in-residence and vice president of college relations at Benedictine College in Atchison, Kansas, where he teaches courses in journalism and mass communications. I was blessed to be able to interview Tom for a Q&A on America's website about this book recently, and I've just finished reading it, and I have to say I've enjoyed it very much. Tom takes us through various issues that the Pope has spoken out on, sometimes issues of controversy. The chapters cover the Francis option, the golden calf, which refers to money and idolatry, who am I to judge, his comments on homosexuality, the peacemaker, commenting on war and violence, welcoming the unborn, marriage 2014 to 2015, our times a-changin', the unity of the Church of Martyrs and Refugees, looking at the worldwide migrant crisis, big green problems, looking at the Pope's comments on the environment in Laudato Si', and Land of the Free and Encounters with Francis. In each of the chapters, Tom grounds his comments in Scripture. Chapter 3 on homosexuality begins with a comment from John 8:11, "Neither do I condemn you, go and from now on do not sin anymore." And by rooting the Pope's actions in the context of Jesus, Tom is very good at showing us how Pope Francis, like Jesus, is trying to reach out to people without condemnation, but with compassion and love, without necessarily endorsing any particular political agenda on issues like same-sex marriage. Here's a little comment from that chapter. Pope Francis himself explained what he was trying to say. This is when he commented that if somebody is gay and seeking the Lord, who am I to judge? During the return trip from Rio de Janeiro, I said that if a homosexual person is of goodwill and is in search of God, I am no one to judge. By saying this, I said what the Catechism says. And then Tom goes on to quote the Catechism. So I believe this book is very helpful for those of us who in a soundbite culture feel confused sometimes by the things we read about the Vatican saying. The Pope speaks universally, but he has to speak to the whole world through a very limited media, and that's part of the problem. So my question to Tom would be, why read this book? If people can read the words of the Pope on their own, why should we read this one? So I hope you enjoy the book. Thank you.